Hi, my name is Michaela Stewart, and today I'll be presenting to you my educational philosophy that I plan to implement into my classroom as a future educator. Throughout this journey as a pre-service teacher, I've begun to build my own ideologies based on what I want my classroom to be like. This is through the creation of my educational philosophy. This journey has encouraged me to steer away from the familiar, which is generally the most travelled pathway that is filled with the ideology of functionalism. This is through the influence of generalised stereotypes and mythical norms, which can create an uneven access to education that is distributed amongst the heterogeneous society. By gravitating towards the unfamiliar, I will challenge those long-standing views and aim to transform society by giving everyone the opportunity to receive the benefits of education. I draw inspiration from Nell Noddings to shape my philosophy of education. Through her explorations of ethics of care and substantial contribution to deepening my appreciation of what education entails. I do not need to establish a deep, lasting, time-consuming personal relationship with every student. What I must do is to be totally and non-selectively present to the student, to each student as he addresses me. The time interval may be brief, but the counter is total. To be non-selectively present to all my students, I will have to identify and accept my own values and beliefs that have been shaped throughout my life. As I will need to open my eyes and accept that I will have previous preconceptions of society, I'll need to continue my reflection throughout my journey as an educator. I will need to be aware that my attitudes and differences, both positive and negative, can be communicated through conscious and unconscious ways. It is with my responsibility for supporting the development of a supportive and inclusive environment to recognise the specific beliefs and values that are circulating within it. To ensure that all my students are being cared and appreciated for their diversity, I will need to understand that my values and beliefs will unavoidably create an inevitable bias as well as furthering my pedagogy. My contention is, first, that we should want more for our educational efforts than adequate academic achievement, and second, that we will not achieve even the meager success unless our children believe that they themselves are cared for and learn to care for others. I aim to make a difference as a future educator through forming a supportive and an inclusive classroom environment that celebrates all my students. My class will consist of students with a range of diversity through social economics, cultural, religious, and ethnic backgrounds, with a range of student abilities. To allow my students to have the optimal chance to reach success, I will need to understand this heterogeneous community and further my skills into creating inclusive lesson structures. Aiming to understand each of my students' capabilities and applying effective teaching methods to cater for all diverse students, I'll be following the Australian Professional Standard for Teachers. Standard 1 states, know your students and how they learn. As it has become evident through research that effective teaching has increased the understanding of a context, as this is the key to grasping onto the complexity of the classroom practices such as cultural and social economic backgrounds of the students. Looking at the past must only be a means of understanding more clearly what and who you are, so you can more wisely build the future.